Florida-Alabama is the SEC title game in college football week 14. I'm Peter Loshak. You're watching SBR Videos. We are going to discuss this game with Brandon Shively from GameDayInsiders.com. Brandon Shively, Alabama's covered 4 in a row. Florida has lost 3 out of their last 4 ATS, and all of those ATS losses were by huge margins, looking like they're having a lot of problems on offense. So, at first glance, this game looks like it's all Alabama or nothing as far as the bet's concerned at minus 17 or 17.5. Kind of obvious. I'm sure it's going to be a massive public play in Alabama, but maybe it'll be one of those public plays that is actually the smart way to go and cashes relatively comfortably. What do you think, Brandon Shively? Alabama minus 17?
I like Florida plus 17 in this game.
Okay.
Alabama, they have the number 1 defense in the SEC, but Florida has the number 2 defense in the SEC, only giving up 15.5 points a game this season. You mentioned their offense has stalled out a little bit over the last few games. Head coach Jim McElwain, he used to be the offensive coordinator at Alabama. He is the offensive coach. I look for him to, score some points in this game, enough to keep it competitive. Also mentioned he has ties with Alabama. He was that offensive coordinator there in 2008. He went to Colorado State, and they played Alabama in 2013. Colorado State got the cover. So I think as far as, I think Saban might show a little respect in this game as well for McElwain. And I'll also mention the coaches for Alabama right now. Defensive coordinator Kirby Smart just got a head coaching job at Georgia. There's been talks about Lane Kiffin getting a head coaching job somewhere else also. So I think there might be a little lack of focus as far as coaching goes here. McElwain's been in this spot for Florida when he was with Alabama in the SEC championship. I think he'll have his team focused. Henry for Alabama, the running back, he's coming off a career week last week. A lot of times it's good to fade a team in the next week. In that spot, he's leading for the Heisman contender right now. So I like to look to fade also there. Florida's no stranger to the SEC championship. This will be their 11th time going. They're 7-3 straight up all time in the SEC championship game. And dating back to 1998, when Alabama and Florida have played, there's been 4 games with a double-digit spread. All 4 games have been decided by 15 points or less. Thus, making Florida will be good for this game as well. I think it's a defensive type game. I don't think Jay Coker for Alabama is polished enough to make those plays against the Florida secondary on 3rd down. I think we'll see some punting going on, field position game. I look for Florida to cover the money. One last note, wait closer to game time in this game. I think we see 17.5, 18, possibly at 18.5 for Florida, Peter.
Yeah, that's probably going to be massive public play here on Alabama, and Brandon Shively giving a contrarian play. Interesting analysis. Right now the line is 17 or 17.5. Brandon Shively recommending a play on Florida at 17.5. Currently available. Brandon Shively, your website's GameDayInsiders.com. I know you've had a great record of success there long term. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Peter, off a perfect 6-0 start this week, going into Wednesday night in NBA and college basketball combined. Looking to have a strong week right here. Go ahead and kill it in these championship football games this weekend, Peter.
Okay, that all sounds great, Brandon. Thanks so much.